Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Make sure everything Gucci before we get into it. Got some conversations to get into. Hold on, gotta blast it out. We live now. What's going on? What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Just blasting out to everybody that we live. Blasting out to everybody we live. We got a lot to get into. Shout out to all the viewers. Shout out to all the viewers. Got a lot to get into. A lot to get into today, y'all. A lot to get into. Just let me post to the stories that we hear. Yo, I just found out that they took away the swipe ups. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know they took away swipe ups on Instagram. They have like a whole link tap thing now. It's interesting. But anyway, let's go to the story. Tell you that we here. Add to story. Yo, we live. Pull up. Yo, we live. Pull up. Boom. And let me go to the chat so I can see y'all chat. Live. All right, cool. What's going on, y'all? Shout out Miguel Rodriguez. Y'all already know how we started. We got to get the energy right. Now, I'm not trying to get copyrighted, right? So I'm about to play my own minute song before we start getting into everything and getting into all the topics of conversation. You know I got the Glip Power on me. I keep it on me. I keep that thing strapped, ready to cock it, all right? We're going to play this minute song. We getting straight to the conversation. I ain't been here in a week, y'all. I ain't been here in a week. I have to take care of some stuff, all right? I don't just leave y'all for no reason, all right? So we're going to play this 1 minute song. We're going to get into all the conversation. Let's get into it about.
It's the motherfucking Big Lip General. Finnegan Medical. I swear I'm unethical.
Gonna get into it, y'all.
Physically, mentally, I'm not going no testing me. What I'm tasting is crap is my secret recipe.
Get it, y'all.
Yeah, I was next to line, I'm a Tyler, I'm next to Frog. Murderer, dark beat, yeah, I'm a sinner. Love to see you burn a lot face to face with a killer. Big dipper in the
y'all.
Call me the blood simple. Still thirsty, these rappers just can't work me berserky. I'm a thirsty myself, yeah, the pain hurt me. Guess what, lil' ho, I'ma take it on you. Open your legs, Red Sea, I'm outside with the
outside with it, y'all.
Text for safe sex, gripping the
outside with it, y'all.
Turned up, yeah, I tend to be moody. Talking crazy, little baby, yeah, we making a movie. Once I get that brawl off, yeah, I'm licking the movie.
Outside with it, y'all.
This shit was evident. I'ma find a nice headstone to go and settle it. I be praising myself, nigga, I'm living reverent, feeling daisy. The just kid then, I'm a Mac baby.
I'm a Mac baby. Back with it, y'all. Back. Let's cut that off. We back, ladies and gentlemen. Now we have a lot to get into. And we're going to start with Drake versus Youngboy. Now, I've not been here for a week because I have to make sure I get everything right for you guys. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just live stream and I don't got the topics I want to talk about or if everything's not situated. Now, if you guys know, I'm not in my current live stream location. You know what I'm saying? We out here in D.C. with it. All right, we in D.C. with it. I'm usually at my New York location to do the live streams to talk what we're going to talk about. But, you know, for the next week, you will be seeing me live stream from this particular location. And, you know, let me know what time you guys like live streams. I feel like, you know, I had to leave New York to be able to do different times and live streaming and stuff like that. I feel like people like live streams at nighttime and stuff like that. So, you know, I wanted to make sure I do that for you guys and give y'all more consistent content. So we're going to be here every day. Like I told y'all, from this point on, every day streaming. And once again, we're going to get into NBA Youngboy versus Drake. Now, this was a topic of conversation, right, between Birdman and some interviewers on this platform named Big Facts, which is hosted by Revolt, right? So we're going to get into Drake versus Youngboy and the impact of both of these artists on the game right now, right? So, and we're also going to dip into like Drake versus Michael Jackson, which is also a topic of conversation that even though I don't like to get into like the conversations everyone's talking about, but that one is an interesting conversation, so I actually do want to get into that, right? So we're going to play this small clip of Birdman talking about Drake and NBA Youngboy. Now, I believe he did sign NBA Youngboy, and I found out earlier today he also signed Glock 9 when he was 18. I actually did not know that. He signed Glock 9 to a $2 million deal back when Glock 9 was 18. I didn't even know that. But Birdman has dealings with NBA Youngboy as well as Drake, so he's able to comment on both of them, right? So Birdman was on his podcast and talking to We're gonna watch the clip and we're gonna respond to it. And I'm gonna get into my personal review of Sincerely Kentrell. Now, Sincerely Kentrell dropped yesterday night. Thursday night going to Friday, and I listened to it 3 times. Right, I didn't even listen to it. I didn't even listen to the album for the purpose of trying to come and talk to you guys about it. But I was on my way to DC, and I wanted to have something to listen to. Right, I wanted to have something to listen to, so I was like, you know what? Why not? Let me throw on Sincerely Kentrell. Right, and I listened to it 3 times. We won't get into how I feel about it and the type of conversation, but let's listen to this Birdman clip right quick before we get into everything we'll get into about.
He come from under this bullshit and understand who he is. Cause you know, thugging all them, we up there.
We gonna take it back from the beginning. Hold on.
I think NBA Youngboy might be the biggest rapper. I say that 5 years ago.
What you mean big when you say big?
Ain't no nigga gonna be bigger than NBA Youngboy. Numbers don't lie.
Yeah.
He the biggest YouTube artist right now in the world, and he behind the wall. You hear me? But I'm just saying, when that little boy get his mind right, and he come from under this bullshit and understand who he is, cause you know, thugging all them, they up in age. They 30, this nigga 20.
But you think that shit he going through ain't doing that but helping him to his path to do that, though?
Of course.
Yeah.
You put a nigga behind the wall, they become smart.
Yeah.
They ain't making him nothing but a monster.
Yeah.
So when he come out here, he know one thing. The shit he was doing, he ain't got to do because he could get this little nigga here, bro. Yeah, NBA Youngboy, bro. That shit ain't normal. Nah, he not normal. He's special. I think NBA Youngboy might.
Well, I thought Academics kind of trolled me just now. I thought he was going to say something about Drake. He didn't actually say anything about Drake, but it's all good. But NBA Youngboy, Birdman says NBA Youngboy is going to be the best, the biggest rapper of all time. Now, my opinion on NBA Youngboy, I think what Birdman is saying is very much factual though. Like NBA Youngboy is an anomaly. Like I don't really get how the man is able to do what he's able to do. Like he puts up millions and millions of viewers, and I'd be confused how. Millions and millions of views per video, and I'd just be really so like genuinely confused, right? He puts up millions of views per video, and it's like he is able to touch different audiences. He's able to touch the older people, the younger people, and people his age. It's like he's able to reach to every damn demographic there is. And I really be genuinely confused how he's even able to do that. Because his music, well, I will say I'm not really that confused. I'm going to actually give like a real take on it though. Right? So NBA Youngboy, he makes music that anybody could feel, right? Because he makes music that you know, for relationships and like being in hardship and pain and like feeling like just empty inside. And then he makes straight music where he gonna ride on you with that fofo. He gonna slide down your block with that glick pow, and it's over for you. You know what I'm saying? When he catch you lacking, consider it over for your life. You know what I'm saying? And he got the music where it's just like he got music where you know, I ain't going outside today. You know what I'm saying? He just got music you can just jam to if you don't even feel him necessarily. You know what I'm saying? So he is an anomaly though. He's a person that like literally, like I just said, you could feel him no matter what situation you in. But what I will say I'm kind of confused about is like how kids are so attached to this man. Kids are so attached to this man, and like a lot of them, they don't even feel what he's saying because they don't know, they ain't been through none of what he been through. But NBA Youngboy just touches the inner workings of their soul, like the back of their uvula, and goes all the way down to they spinal cord and the back of they you know what I'm saying, the urethras and all that extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? He be feeling them. He be getting them there. And I'd be confused like, how do you feel this man? You like 3, 4, 5, like, but literally young youth and children feel this man OD to the point where it's like, wow, you know, it really do be crazy how he can actually grab a hold of the youth. And once again, even going to people that's closer to his age, like they also feel him because, you know, especially we're in this melodic society right now where people love melodies and stuff like that. Like NBA Youngboy, I would never consider him to be the most bar heavy individual, right? But he represents a lot of what the music industry is today, right? In totality. A lot of it is based off believability, your story, and obviously the music. Right, but the music is not necessarily always obviously the most thing that people are looking forward to. But you got the believability aspect, your story, and the quality of the music. Right, so starting with the believability, Youngboy is one of the most believable artists ever because of the fact that it's like we don't even have to believe you; he's just doing it regardless. Regardless of whether or not you want me to believe you, or if I believe you or not, it don't matter because he out here thugging. He really out here thugging doing it. You know what I'm saying? Judged by the fact that the man is currently behind walls, right? So he really out here thugging, he really out here doing it. You don't even gotta believe him. Whether or not you believe him or not, he's doing it regardless, right? So you got that. The believability is 100% there. He is so authentic And really, the authenticity is really what gets you in a jam, honestly. But he's very authentic to his sound and very authentic to the words that come out of his mouth. The man is what he is. He lets you know, I'm out here thugging it with a capital TH again. You know what I'm saying? So, NBA Youngboy, very believable. And then you got his story. We've seen him come up from like 4 or 5 years. He was what people know Untitled Chapter to be now. A person that came in very young in the game and putting up millions of views, putting up hella numbers, but he was very young in the game at the time. You know what I'm saying? Going to NBA Youngboy, he came in the game, I believe, like 16, 17. He's been in the game for a while at this point. Probably going on like five years he's been in the game. And he came in super young, and he came in putting up hella numbers, and he's still doing it 5 years later. And he's grabbing the youth from younger and the older people as he continues to age. His audience is aging with him, and the younger people are also gravitating towards him too. So it's everybody on the board, everybody on the road wave. You know what I'm saying? Everybody on the path to the young boy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's saying, "Yo, young boy, I need you to bless my ears to be able to get me through the situation." Right? No matter what age you is, that's how they attribute it to him. You know what I'm saying? They see this man as the next coming. Right? So what I will say is that NBA Youngboy, he represents like the concept of being misunderstood, right? And you're watching a person that's being misunderstood by himself and other individuals go through life in the public eye, right? Like, came into the game super young. The man is only, I believe, 21. Like, I think he just turned 21. So it's like, imagine basically living your life through the scrutiny of cameras, and you're in the streets. So it's like, you in the streets, you going through street life thugging. You know what I'm saying? You out here going through street life and you thugging, right? And you got hella cameras in your face. So it's like now your life is on public display, right? Your life is on public display. You making hella money, and you know when you thugging in the streets, hella money means you got more money to buy guns and drugs. You know what I'm saying? You got more money to run your whole operation like you want to run it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you out here getting money. You could pay for the guns. You could pay for the artillery. You could pay for the big hollow tips that blow a person a spinal cord open. You could do all of those things because you got the bread, and you know, now you're on public scrutiny now. So it's now, you know, now people are looking up to you and saying, oh, this man can do that. Now I'm about to do it too. And it's crazy too, because like, you know, I was listening to Dirty K by Kodak Black the other day, and you know, he did really inspire Youngboy's sound a lot, but it make you really think like, damn, because of the fact that Youngboy has taken that sound and done it so well, it makes you think that Youngboy started it, or is really Youngboy's specific sound. But Youngboy really got a lot of that from Kodak, and Kodak was really doing that early on, like the whole melodic, the pain, but even the way that Kodak did that song Dirty K, it did sound very it did have a heavy resemblance to the way like a Youngboy package song would be, right? But I was really titled this once again, Drake versus NBA Youngboy, because I thought that Birdman specifically was talking about NBA Youngboy and Drake, but he wasn't really doing that. But I'm gonna give my comparisons and my feelings on that specifically, right? So when it comes to Drake and NBA Youngboy, Drake is at least according to this title, the Birdman said that Drake is gonna make the most money, but NBA Youngboy is gonna be the biggest, right? So NBA Youngboy, I don't even know his label situation, but I think at one time he was signed to Birdman, or was going through some heavy label issues and contract dealings and whatnot, right? So he was going through whatever he's going through. Drake is gonna make the most money. He knows how to put up. Well, I don't even say he knows how to do it, because he just goes and he does what he does. You know what I'm saying? Drake goes and he does what he does, and you know the numbers kind of just follow him. You know what I'm saying? The numbers follow whatever Drake does. He could put out some mid songs. Like for me, I wasn't like that like 3-4 song EP or something like that he dropped before. I think it was like called Scary Hours or something like that, whatever. I liked it. It was cool, but it was whatever. You know what I'm saying? It was a little drop off to me. But then they finished 1, 2, and 3. You know what I'm saying? They finished 1, 2, and 3 in the Billboard Top 100. It's like, you know, the man could breathe on a track and he's still gonna be bumped. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he's definitely gonna make the most money, because at the end of the day, he dedicates his life. Like, this man don't want no love. He don't want no kids. He regret even having his kid. You know what I'm saying? He out here saying, yo, bro, if I could have a kid with music and just make more music, I would. But I guess essentially he did, because you know he has kids with music and makes more albums. You know what I'm saying? Him and the music, they go and they have wonderful love. They make sweet, tenderous, joyous love together. You know what I'm saying? And they come out with music. They come out with albums. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna lie, I think it's been like 2 weeks at this point, 2-3 weeks. I still ain't bumped the album. I don't know. That still feels like hella mass hysteria to me, and I don't want to bump it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like, at this point, I actually avoid it. Anytime I hear somebody put a Drake song in a video, I like immediately skip it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like, I'm not into that, bro. I'm not into like mass hysteria, mass people jumping on a bandwagon, or just mass people jumping to listen to something and just to give critiques. But now it's been enough time that, like, I guess if you have a critique, it's warranted. But still, I just be like, I don't know, like, I don't even want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't even care enough to say like, oh, I don't know. Like, I'm gonna listen to it eventually, but it's like I need it to happen organically. And it's like, being the fact that the song that everybody likes right now, Way Too Sexy, being that that's the single, I don't even think Drake intended that to be the single maybe, but it's like, being that that's the single, that's the song that everyone's like rubbing their nuts to, it's like really annoying. I don't know, like bro, that's not even his song, right? He didn't make that song. I'm too sexy for my thing. Like, that's not his song. You feel what I'm saying? So essentially, him and Future and I think Young Thug basically put a spin on it, but it's all good though. I'm not blaming them. It's the fact that, you know, like, artists been doing that forever, obviously, and I think it is cool though, and I think it's necessary because there's younger generations that have never heard that original song. Didn't know that original song even existed, right? So now they know it exists simply because of Drake and these newer artists. They'll bring these songs back, right? I'm sure that no one knew who Fantasia was. I'm not saying no one, but I'm sure there's young people that don't know who Fantasia is. There's a lot of older people that people will talk to me about. I don't know who they talking about. I don't know remotely who or what it is that you're referring to or who you're talking about. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Right? But it's like when people like Fulio in maybe a very vile track, but when they do things like bring the old beats back, now it's putting the light on that individual, that older artist or older fan bases. They already know this person, but younger fan bases, they're probably like, oh, who is this? Because a lot of younger fan bases, bro, they don't do due diligence. And honestly speaking to me, I know a lot about hip hop, but I know a lot about the hip hop that I wanted to know about, right? So I like a lot of diss tracks. I like a lot of like beef stuff. I'm not gonna lie. I find it interesting. But I only like beef stuff when it leads to good music. If it's just violence, I ain't with that. I mean, I'm not promoting violence, but you know, sometimes when you out here putting up, you know, when you got beef leads to good music. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. Like, sometimes I wrote some of my best songs when like I was beefing with somebody, or like I had something specific or a specific person in mind when I was writing this song. Like, yo, I'm tight at you. I'm gonna get all my emotions off. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is. You know, that's what it is. How it is, right? So going through it, right? Drake brought that back, cool. But even then, it's like, damn, this song is not. It's not it to me, right? But it's also because I know that it's not his song. So it's like the single that's blowing up the most right now is a song that's not even his. So it's like, so now it's making me even want to listen to it even less. But I'm gonna listen to the album at some point. But once again, I like listening to albums like organically, and I like music coming to me organically, right? But NBA Youngboy, I went to the album. I will say I went to the album. I usually don't go to albums, right? Once again, I like having music come to my space organically, right? So NBA Youngboy, I actually went to listen to the album. I could listen to Drake, or I could listen to Sincerely Kentrell. And honestly, even after I listen to Sincerely Kentrell, I could listen to him to Drake after. But I just like I said, bro, I just feel like the Drake album is just being pushed in my face too much. And I don't like mass hysteria. I don't like when people kind of force me to do something. It's annoying. You know what I'm saying? I don't like when people try to force me to bump a song or force me to do something just because everyone else is doing it, right? It's not that serious to me. I enjoy Drake's music, but Drake's not my favorite artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, my favorite artist is Tyler, the Creator, Donald Glover, J. Cole, blah, blah, blah. Like, I didn't even run to the J. Cole album. I think I just found out it dropped that day, or I knew it was dropping that day, and I think I was already doing something. Maybe I was like playing 2K or something like that. I was doing something where like I could have listened to music in the background, right? So I listened to it. But even then, I think I've said my opinion on that album before. Like, I don't think it's his best project. I'll listen to it again though, because it's a good project. But there's some people like Charlamagne saying it's the album of the year. I think he said like J. Cole's album, or I don't know, somebody else's album as well, was like should be nominated for album of the year or something like that. I'm gonna give it another bump, but I go off of people though. I go off the people's impact to tell me, oh, okay, this person's doing numbers, this person doing waves, this person has like the pulse of the people. You feel what I'm saying? So, Like J. Cole's album, I'll be outside and people are bumping it in their cars. That's a telltale sign, right? Or they're bumping it out their speakers obnoxiously in the train station. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and if you're that person, you suck. I get it if you don't got headphones and you may play the song out your speakers. I've done that before. I've been on my phone. Maybe because I be having Bluetooth headphones. Maybe my Bluetooth headphones die, or I don't got no AirPods. If I'm saying I'm not an AirPod guy, I like over ear headphones. So say my over ear headphones die or something like that, right? All right, cool. They died. I might play the song out my phone speaker. I've done that before, right? So I played the song out my phone speaker before, and because I wanted to hear music, I want to listen to music. So I've done that before. But there's people that be outside with a whole speaker, like a full big speaker. Like they left the crib knowing that they had no intention to listen to music in headphones. They wanted to ruin everyone else's day by making them listen to whatever song they wanted to listen to. And it's very annoying. It's very outright it's just outright disturbing. Like, why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? Why? It's unnecessary, truly. But, it's New York. That's stuff like that happens all the time, unfortunately. Like, you be on a train, and it's like, yesterday I was on a train. This guy came in. He was trying to do like the hat trick train dance stuff, whatever, right? So he was coming in to do all that. He came in with his speaker blasting a song, and I honestly didn't know why be better. Why be better? Hey, maybe he is better. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here looking at Drake though. You know what I'm saying? Right, you're talking about Drake versus Youngboy. But in the train stations, right? You'll be chilling there. And yesterday, like I said, I was on a train. Guy came in with a speaker. He was bumping Lil Uzi, and he like when you're about to watch somebody do one of them like train things, you gotta see if it's just an obnoxious person playing music or if they're gonna like start going on the pole and start doing stripper tricks, right? So he ended up doing the stripper tricks, but usually you want to do like an introduction. You want to be like, yo, guys, I'm not trying to interrupt your day, but I'm about to do a dance right now. Make sure you donate. Donations are welcomed and accepted. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here. I'm going to be here 5-10 minutes. Let me get my dance off. I'm going to come around with a hat if you want to donate, right? This man ain't say nothing. He didn't say not a word, right? He was on the train, and he didn't say not a singular morsel of a word or a syllable. He just played the music, and then he started dancing. And, he was doing his stripper tricks and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? He was dancing on the pole, doing the you know what I'm saying? Whoops, whatever. Hat, flipping the hat, ooh, out, you know what I'm saying? And after he was done, he went around with the hat to ask for money, and no one gave him any money. Because you didn't talk to, as much as people don't like that, if you're from New York, maybe there's somebody that had never seen that on the train before, and now you're their first interaction, right? You have to make people want to, like, give you bread. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like people think that they're entitled to people's money. You have to make somebody want to give you their money. You know what I'm saying? He didn't make nobody on that train want to give him their money because he didn't introduce what was going on. He just kind of started doing it. I kind of assumed that he was, like, practicing, really. Like, I thought he was just practicing, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, moving on. I still have not heard the Drake album once again because it's just, for me, I want to hear it organically, and right now it's being too marketed in my face, and I don't like all that. But I did go to Sincerely Control myself, and I listened to it 3 times. I listened to the album 3 times, so I feel as if I can give a review, right? I listened to it the first time because I didn't want to go to sleep on the bus. Once again, I heard it on the way going to DC, right? I didn't want to like go to sleep, so I wanted to do stuff. So I was doing work on my phone, whatever, and I was listening to the album. So I was listening to Sincerely Control. I heard it one time. Heard it the first time, and I was like, okay. And top to bottom, I heard it top to bottom. I believe I heard it in order, but I don't think it matters. I don't think the album is in like some type of like chronological order. But what I've been saying for a little while with NBA Youngboy is that his fan base, and honestly, what Birdman's saying, to me, it is kind of factual because of what I'm about to say right now. It's like, and if you listen to NBA Youngboy, you know what I'm saying is true. He's put out projects where it's like, what is the like distinct difference between this project and the project he dropped before? You know what I'm saying? A lot of times there won't be a lot of distinct differences between this project and this project. Similar themes, similar sounds, just different content. You know what I'm saying? To different beats. But even then, it won't be super different beats because we all know what an NBA Youngboy rappy type beat sounds like. And I feel like nowadays we can kind of grasp what an NBA Youngboy like singy, lovey-dovey type of song sounds like as well, right? But the song, the biggest song on that this new project that went viral was the you know what I want, ooh, and then let's go, get that money talk, ooh, talk. It go down in it. Ooh, choppers in a trunk, baby. That's not so. It's a great song. I like that song a lot. But I probably I do enjoy it as much because of the fact of the virality of it. Virality helps songs a lot, and helps push the songs a lot. There's songs that I probably didn't even think I liked until I heard them on TikTok or something like that. TikTok really is the best place to break songs right now. So, but other than that, man, that was that song on Sincerely Kentrell. I think it's called Nevada. It's a dope song. I appreciate the song. It's a dope song, but it's not a lot of other songs really that have that like virality, right? But it's not that to say that you have to have a bunch of viral songs on a project, right? So cool. Let's break it down a little further, right? It was very melodic, very like somber, and had a lot to do with lovey-dovey type stuff and like emotions, which Youngboy goes through a lot. He goes through a lot of emotions. Seems to be an emotional dude to a certain extent. Not that it's a bad thing. I think that as men, we should be more open to being emotional. It's just that the world doesn't allow us to be emotional. You know what I'm saying? The second that like you act in some form of emotion, then you're made to be like, oh, you're emotional, and that's like a negative thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I find myself to be emotional, but I don't show people my emotional side because you'll just make fun of it. You'll just make fun of it, or you'll just tear me down about it. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what the world and society has done to people. They just make you not want to be outwardly in tune with your emotions. You can do that for yourself, right? But that's also what music grants you. It grants you the ability to be outward with your emotions, and I think that NBA Youngboy does that a lot. So that's what he did a lot on this project as well. He's very outward with his emotions. It was very lovey-dovey-esque, right? What I will say, though, there wasn't that straight banger. You feel what I'm saying? Now, there's some Youngboy songs that I like a lot where he's on his lovey-dovey. But, I mean, me personally, as a Youngboy supporter, do I go on everybody's comments talking about why be better? I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? But I do enjoy Youngboy's music to a certain extent. There wasn't that, like, hood banger. Like Youngboy makes hood bangers too. Like he makes street bangers as well as lovey-dovey bangers, like or just like calm tracks. Like Youngboy really does have a very versatile song making structure. Like he really is very versatile in how he makes songs, right? So shout out to him for that, being very versatile. He can come out with a super thuggy hard diss track, or he can come and harmonize and be hella melodic, or he can come and just make a viral hit that you can just tell is going to be viral. You feel what I'm saying? And he can rap to a whole different types of beats. You know what I'm saying? He is a very talented dude. You know what I'm saying? Very small anecdote, or not anecdote, very small like a kind of sidebar or whatever. I kind of saw this at one point where people were comparing him to Tupac. I feel like people always want to compare people to Tupac, whatever artist, right? But they want to compare him to Tupac because of the fact of him being kind of misunderstood. I feel like people felt that Tupac was misunderstood. And Tupac represented like a certain kind of ilk of people. And I think that NBA Youngboy does the same. Represents a kind of like just the umbrella of being misunderstood. And people feeling like they know you, but they don't really know you. And they view you as a certain like kind of a terrible person, but you're really not that. Because, people have very much selective memory. People were not always in love with Tupac. You know what I'm saying? The world did not always love Tupac, if we're going to be honest here. You know what I'm saying? Like people were not so obsessed with Tupac the way they are now. Death makes people obsessed with individuals. It's very sad, but that's what happens. Death makes you like rub somebody's nuts because they died. You know what I'm saying? But going back to, once again, King Von sold like 25K. I think Pop Smoke sold like 20-something K. I don't, the whole K and number of sales, it wasn't really, I don't think, very prevalent back in Tupac and Notorious B.I.G. days. But, they're heralded as two of the best rappers ever, really simply because they died. Now, does Tupac make amazing music? Like, yes, I love Tupac. Like, my Snapchat name used to be Taylor/3Pac. You know what I'm saying? People say I used to look like Tupac. I don't think I look like Tupac anymore. I probably used to a little bit back then, but I don't think I look like Tupac anymore. My face has grown. My face does things. Everyone ages and whatever. But Tupac has some great songs, and I'm not even talking about like his major songs. He got this one song called My Block. Like, people don't even know the song. On my block. Tupac got bangers, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even just talking about, like Dear Mama or Hail Mary or Hit 'Em Up or, you know what I'm saying, whatever other songs he has. But Tupac was making hit songs, but people were not always loving him because they felt he was a violent dude and a street guy and stuff like that. Which is the same label that they give to Youngboy. And I kind of want to make a small dip as well to what I saw on Academics' page, where people were saying that they were reposting about how they weren't trying to promote NBA Youngboy's album because of his violent past and his court cases and stuff like that. But it's like, bro, the industry is so like wishy-washy, bro. The industry is so wishy-washy and how they view people and how they view individuals. Like NBA Youngboy, it's like you can't blackball this man because when you have such a strong fan base, you can't blackball somebody. That's why you really gotta build your fan base and build your support system. You feel what I'm saying? Like when you build your support system, they can't blackball you. You know what I'm saying? You are your own entity. Right, Youngboy is his own entity. Like he doesn't necessarily. If he wanted to drop all his songs on a damn website, that website would crash. Like literally, that website would literally crash if he just put all his songs on one website and said, "Yo, you can only bump my songs here." The website would crash. Like that's how many damn fans and how many people like actually love his music and are feel so connected to his man, right? But YouTube talking about they can't promote his song because of his image. Bro, all the rappers are terrible people, bro. I don't nobody try to call me a rat or snitch. I don't like it's like the second you say any type of opinion on the street, dude, you're a rat or a snitch. It makes no sense. But it's like, bro, rappers are terrible people, bro. They literally tell you that they're terrible people in their songs. They say, yo, bro, I just spent the block and killed somebody kid the other day. I just slapped a girl dead on her face because she was with the ops. She tried to set me up, so I shot her. You know what I'm saying? Like people be doing they say all types of stuff, and they try to hide it behind, oh, it's just music, entertainment. All right, cool. But for real, though, y'all really out here doing it. Now, rest in peace, King Von. And he would be like, oh, it's entertainment, right? But then you got his DJ talking about, oh, everything he said he did, real life. Which is it? Which is it, bro? You know what I'm saying? Now, a real deal killer is not going to be out here telling you he a killer. You feel what I'm saying? That's just not smart in my opinion, right? But King Von, I think, was smart about it. He wasn't necessarily, like, he makes it very known in his music. I'm out here catching bodies. I'm out here killing folks. I'm out here sliding on the ops whenever the ops is outside. Even if they inside, we climbing down the back ladder to your window, and I'm sniping rifling. That's how you know I don't got guns. I said sniper, whatever, sniper rifling you, whatever. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? He got the glip out. He ready to spot. You know what I'm saying? He ready to spoo. You know what I'm saying? Splickak. You know what I'm saying? He ready to leave you splickak on the pavement. You feel what I'm saying? But then he like, yo, it's all entertainment though. Then his DJ talking about, man, anything he said in the songs, that was him. Real life, right here in front of your face. You know what I'm saying? I really did that. But they love him. The world loves King Von. You know what I'm saying? Once again, because he died. But world loves King Von. World loves XXXTentacion. He makes amazing music. One of the most versatile artists that's ever lived on the planet, in my opinion. Right? But I remember they tried to take him down. Spotify tried to rally together to get him out of here, and 6ix9ine and whatever people that was accused for bad stuff. But the world is promoting Pooh Shiesty, who is one of the most authentic rappers that has came out in the last decade. That he really about what he say he about. If he gonna slide and spin the block and you still there, he finna slide on you. You feel what I'm saying? Even if you don't, like, if a bad drug transaction happens, you might get shot right there today. You know what I'm saying? Pooh Shiesty, you know, real deal. Like in the trap Monday through Sunday. The crack kids need the crack, and he got it for them. You know what I'm saying? He got it for them. He got the white to provide for their nostrils. You feel me? He let y'all know straight up what's going on. Straight up, no Travis Scott. He let you know specifically what's going on when we in the trap Monday to Sunday. It's Big 30, Baby, and Pooh. You know what I'm saying? Real deal. You feel what I'm saying? But out here, for real. You know, it's like a lot of rappers do terrible things. You know what I'm saying? They're terrible people. They really have killed people. I feel like y'all grew up playing too much gun games and thinking that people dying is just okay. People shooting each other is just okay. And it's like the world has just put people in such a position mentally where they feel they must go out and kill people. Now, there's definitely some societal issues that go into it, where it's like you put all the violent individuals in one place in the hood because you raise the price of living so that they can't really have no better life for themselves, and they really will only know the community in front of them, right? I'm going to tell y'all a specific situation, right? I didn't graduate from this school, so I don't really got no qualms of telling you specifics about this school, right? So I went to Hofstra University, right? I went to Hofstra University, and I across my Hofstra University is not in like the hood, but it ain't in the best of areas. You feel what I'm saying? It ain't in the best of areas. So across from Hofstra's main open gate to where you can get into Hofstra, right? There's a block, and on this long block, at least when I was going there, on this long block, you could get some McDonald's, you could get a gun, and you could go to the corner store, and you can buy some liquor, right? So all on this block, you can go get drunk, go buy a gun, shoot somebody, and then get some McDonald's afterwards. They telling you they give you the play-by-play on how to spend your day that day. Yo, go get you a bottle of Casamigos. Go buy you a pistol. Go a couple blocks down. Go shoot your op. Come back and then go to McDonald's. Or find somebody to clap while you're on that same block, and then go to McDonald's, get you a number 4. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what it is. Like they do that. They put that in these certain communities for a reason. Like, I don't think that like institutionalized racism is real. You feel what I'm saying? Like people doing things and making a community a certain way is real. You feel what I'm saying? They put the fast food chains in the blackest of communities, so they want you to die. You know what I'm saying? This is all facts. It's just factual information. They're not gonna let you know it's factual information. But of course, why they you don't see a bunch of whenever I go travel places, I find the nicest neighborhoods, so I can go back and be able to tell the story of what life is like outside of the community and the several blocks that you really only see on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? Like, the concept of the Ville mentality that J. Cole talks about is really a true thing that a lot of people fall into. The daily life of the daily hamster wheel of like, yo, I must succumb to the pressures of my environment. Is just a regular thing that a lot of people end up going through, right? But it's real. It's done purposely, right? But going back to this particular topic, right? Youngboy he's gone through a lot of stuff. I ain't gonna lie. He's gone through tons and tons of stuff. The man has been through a lot, right? And we're not gonna sit here and act like he has not been through a lot of stuff. He's been through tons of stuff, right? But it's like, so have a lot of these artists, bro. A lot of these artists have done, once again, terrible things. So how is he being chastised the most? Like, I just don't get that, right? I don't get that. But yeah, I don't know. I can't say I get that. But obviously it's all politics, so that I get. You know what I'm saying? The concept of people putting a young boy in a certain box, but not doing that for other artists is literally clearly politics, right? And honestly, the first person that comes to mind is Lil Durk. Lil Durk, we all know, but yeah, he went to jail. I think he said he's not a convicted felon, but he's rapped on songs about being a felon or something like that. I don't know, but he's definitely went to jail. Like, these things have been like televised and stuff like that. But Lil Durk is a criminal, I believe. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, he definitely does the melodic stuff more than he does anything else, right? But should have ducked one of the most popular songs of, when did that drop? 2020? That, I believe, was trending on YouTube at one point. And it's like, is that not promoting? But I still want to know what this person means by promoting, right? Because it's like, does he mean by like ads? Or, I guess the trending page doesn't necessarily have all to do with YouTube. I'm sure it does have to do with like people that work specifically at YouTube. But like, a lot of it is due to the people that go and check out that video and boost that video in the algorithm. People are liking it and engaging on it. It's going to boost in the algorithm, and it'll hit the trending page because people are interacting with the post, right? So if people are interacting with your video, it's going to hit the trending page. a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of traction. And several of Youngboy's videos have reached the trending page because he obviously has a strong fan base that go and check out whatever he does. But dipping back to how I feel about the album, Sincerely Kentrell, like I said, I listened to it 3 times. It didn't have that, like off the last project, Top Say was probably my favorite song. Yeah, Top Say, Top Say, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I actually really like that song. It had a certain kind of aggression and like delivery that I really enjoyed, right? Now, he does the whole, like, one of my favorite albums from 19, I believe. 20, might have been 2019. When the album that had Make No Sense on it. That was one of my favorite albums of that year. I think that NBA Youngboy snapped on that album. It was a really dope album. He came with I said a new penny I pay over for. Another thing I pay over for your love. You know what I'm saying? He really does that. Like he has the ability to switch, talk to the girls, talk to the guys, talk to the street dudes, talk to the suburbans. He touches everybody, right? But on this album, there's a couple songs that I enjoyed, but it's like, I don't know. But I definitely felt the pain, though. I felt the pain. I felt the sorrow. I felt him trying to get his emotions off, right? I think the closest song to similar to what the feeling that I was looking for, well, maybe Top Say, came with On My Side. I think On My Side is a dope song. And I think they also released that song before the album even came out. So that song probably gave me the most similar vibes to what I was looking for in terms of an aggressive track. But a lot of it definitely, I felt the pain, and I felt how like the lovey-dovey relationship type of feels and all that extra stuff, right? I definitely felt that. I felt that in my soul for sure. But I don't think it had a lot of variety to it in the sounds and the feels. I think it kind of gave a similar feel. And this is the same kind of thing I felt with the last project, I'm not gonna lie. But I think this one definitely, it gave, like, I'm not saying that you have to go all out the window in every single avenue on an album, but, you know, it's like, it just felt like there was not a lot of variety in it, honestly. There was a couple songs. I'm gonna tell you the specific songs if I can remember off top, like which ones I specifically enjoyed. Because once again, I did listen to it 3 times, but I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I did not download any of the songs. I can't lie to you, and it's not like I was looking to hate the songs. I was not. But honestly, I would probably go back and download On My Side. I already had Nevada downloaded. White Teeth is a cool song too. I like White Teeth. Sincerely is cool. Life Support is a cool song too. But once again, like I said, like there's some good songs on it, right? But it kind of sounded like an album full of album cuts. You know? It sounded like an album full of album cuts. And like that's not a bad thing, but it's also like, once again, it sounded like an album full of album cuts. Like it sounded like a project where you put all the songs that would not blow up on a project, right? But once again, it's not to say that every album that ever comes out ever has to be full of bangers. Like what I heard that Drake was doing. I heard that Drake put out basically a project full of songs that he knew would be bangers, right? And would shake the streets up. But once again, I didn't hear the album, so I can't give you a review like I'm giving. I'm not really giving essentially a review, but I won't give like such an in-depth opinion as if I'm about to give my opinion with Sincerely Kentrell, because I actually bumped the album 3 times, like I said. But dope project once again, from top to bottom. I enjoyed the project, but would I go back to it? You know what I'm saying? If I didn't hear another song organically, would I go back to it? Now, another song, I'd probably have to, like, in order for me to dive back into the album, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I'd have to be on social media and people gravitate towards the song to the point where now it's brainwashed in my head and now I like it. Like Nevada, I didn't even know about that song until TikTok, and then honestly, probably the brainwash is what made me like the song so much. And it's a dope song. This is one guy that be on TikTok that like he just kind of like walks around. This is white guy. He like walks around and plays the song. That probably gave a lot of buzz to the song. That was before the song was even like officially released. So that brought a lot of buzz to the album, and I'm sure that's gonna make the album go gold pretty soon because that song was a very popular song. And Youngboy has a few songs on trending right now as well. But yeah, I just don't. Well, closing off this specific portion of the conversation where it's like you two didn't want to promote YB because of his image. The whole rap industry is full of terrible people, full of narcissists, killers, abusers. I won't say you're a terrible person if you're a drug addict, but it's like sometimes if you are a drug addict, it makes you into a certain kind of person. There's just a lot of terrible people in the music industry. So how can you say this? Like, I just be so confused how these people go about having their opinions and act like nowadays the average music fan is not stupid. I think back in the day, the average music fan was very misinformed. With all the amount of documentaries and stuff like that, like my friend said she watched a documentary the other day about gang life in New York. Now, I've been staying in touch with gang life in New York for years because, you know, for me, I think it's very important to be aware of the violent structures in your neighborhood or in your state or whatever. Or if you're traveling somewhere, I think it's very important to be aware of especially gangs, if there are gangs, or the violent hierarchy or street hierarchies in the state that you're either going to or live in. I think it's very important. You know what I'm saying? So I was always up on a lot of stuff, but she had went to an establishment that had like gang signs sprayed on her or something, and that like threw her off. You know what I'm saying? And she watched like some documentaries and stuff like that. So like for me, that was just like, I mean, that's just regular to me because like I said, I was already aware of all that stuff. But people are terrible in this music industry, right? Like these people come from troubled past, like and it's a whole, bro. Even going to deeper, where it's like record labels sign these people from a certain environment, a lot of times knowing that they're just gonna take that money and keep feeding their trap lifestyle, because just because you signed this one guy, you didn't sign all the people out the hood. And if that guy is not loaded to where he can bring everybody out the hood, then now he's the only one that made it out. So if he's the only one that made it out, he still has to make sure that his homies getting money or his family's getting money, because now everyone's gonna look at that person like, yo, you suck. You not holding it down. How you not providing us with money as well? So now. Or whatever the situation might be, and maybe they're taking that bread, they bringing more guns to the hood, or they're now about to lock down their drug trafficking ring. Now they got enough money to make sure that the holes there's no holes in the operation or something like that. Like, and I feel like labels know these things. They know that they're signing people from the streets that are. It's not gonna be easy for them to just up and leave the streets and take up a life of legal money. Like, that's not something that is necessarily easy for these people to do, or at least not immediately. You know what I'm saying? I feel like people know that they want to get their money off of them, or have that person be in just ridiculous amount of debt if they can't be able to pay that label back their advance or whatever money they were given. It's a terrible thing. It's a terrible cycle. So it's like, y'all know all these things. Y'all know y'all are signing people that came up from terrible environments, and no, it's not gonna be easy for them to get out that environment, right? And once again, just because you get signed to a label does not mean that you made it. Just because you got signed, not means you made it. Especially if you got signed for a large deal, now you got to pay that money back, bro. This is a loan. It's a loan, bro. It's a loan. You know what I'm saying? You can't loan this money. They want their bread back, and if they feel like you're never gonna give them their bread back, they will just shelf you, and you'll never release music again. Like JB Blockboy. I saw a video on Academics page the other day where he was like, yo, like, the label not letting me release music. I'm trying to release this new music, but I can't release the music. And that's just what it be. And I remember P&B Rock went through the same thing, where it's like, they be in label disputes. The label don't care about you, bro. The label does not care about you. You know, like, especially if they feel like you're not going to make their money back, like, they're not going to help you release music. Like, what? They're not going to help you release no music. Like, you are last priority. Like, once we get all these other people that's going to actually make us some bread out the way, then maybe we'll pay attention to you. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you kind of hope that, like, you saved your bread and you were kind of smart with it, because a lot of times if the label feels like you're not providing them no continuous income, they are just gonna ignore you. Like, if they can't push you into somebody's face, and that person that is being brainwashed is actually gonna accept the music, then they're just gonna shelf you. You know, because they can push you in somebody's face as much as possible. They can get you billboards, get you all the interviews in the world. But if no one cares about you, it's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could market the crap out of some terrible content, but the content is terrible that's just what it is. Like people are not gonna be able to look past terrible content. And maybe it's not that the content is terrible, but if people just don't care about you, especially in this internet age, bro. The internet age, if everyone just rallies around saying that, yo, you're trash, and you don't have enough supporters to be able to kind of combat that, then it's raps for you. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have enough supporters to be able to back down the haters, that's essentially what it is for Ari's career, right? Because eventually you will get haters. And honestly, if you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. Shout out Youngboy. If you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. And I don't know if she made that statement. She probably didn't, but it's a very factual statement. And that the line of her saying that in a song is what comes to mind immediately. If you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. You ain't popping. Because she had like a song or some freestyle or whatever. So, and that's very factual. If you ain't got no haters, you are not popping, bro. You're not popping. So you need haters. But you need to be able to have your supporters combat your haters. If your supporters don't combat your haters, then it's over for you. It's raps. Like Coi Leray, and that's a good transition, right? Coi Leray, and we're also going to talk about Queen Vaughn, or whatever. Coi Leray is one of the most hated people on the internet. But honestly, like I feel like every stream I'm always trying to defend Coi Leray. But it's just I did want to play this video though of her singing this Twin song. But people rallied together to say, "Yo, Coi Leray sucks." I feel like it's kind of dying down a little bit now. But people rallied together to say, "Yo, Coi Leray sucks." Whenever she was at a tour or something, people was always recording, saying, "Oh, this person, people are asleep at the concert. No one knows her songs." Duh. Y'all only know 2 viral songs from her because she was having her viral wave, and then Lil Durk hopped on No More Parties, and then she collaborated with Pooh Shiesty. So that's really the only 2 songs a lot of y'all know if y'all don't actually listen to Coi Leray. She has some really dope songs like that project that she has that has Gunna on it. That song's called Slide. She has a song called I Like It, blah, blah, blah. She has tons of good songs. And I like this song a lot, this Twin song, I ain't gonna lie. But like her fan base is, and for all the people that feel like she came out of nowhere, she would not be able to come out of nowhere if her fan base is so strong. They really combat all the haters that come to her because she gets tons of hate. But look at her damn engagement, bro. Like her engagement is stupid, bro. Like, bro, artists wish they pulled the amount of engagement she pulled, bro. Almost 8,000 comments on a post. Like, bro, this is stupid numbers. Like people are not like, bro, like, show me somebody else is doing numbers like this, bro. Obviously, other people are. Like, even like a Youngboy or whatever. But, bro, this is crazy. 5,000 comments, bro. 5,000 like, come on, bro. Y'all are tripping, bro. Y'all 2 million views, almost 6,000 comments. Like, she makes great music, and she has a strong support base and fan base. You would not be able to make it if you don't have a strong support base. If you don't have a strong support base, label's not gonna push you. You're not gonna make no bread, and you won't be able to combat the blackballing that somebody like NBA Youngboy is going through. But NBA Youngboy is combating it because his fan base is stupid big, and it amasses multiple demographics. It amasses the young people, the older people, middle-aged people around his age. It don't matter. Like his music touches everybody, so he's able to combat whatever blackballing may be happening, or whatever just people that don't actually want to support him like that. So also academics did post that people did not repost his album. He doesn't get a lot of support. But I mean, YB does kind of make it very clear that you don't really mess with people like that. So you can't be mad at him if you're not doing the networking, the industry nut rubbing, then you're not going to be able to see some of the results of the nut rubbing. And honestly, I'm the same way. I don't like nut rubbing. I'm not like if you mess with me and we cool, twin. You know what I'm saying? We could be twin thems. You know what I'm saying? But if you not like if you just think I don't do the fake relationships, bro. Like I'd rather just try to get it out the mud and build a strong fan base in Wolfpack that rocks with me specifically, so that I don't have to go network here, network there. There's nothing wrong with networking. I just don't like nut hugging, where it's like I have to like relinquish my morals of whatever just to get you to be my friend or to get you to do something for me. It's just I can't do that. It's not in me, right? But I do want to play this clip of Coi Leray singing because I actually really do like this song Twin 'Em, and apparently it went viral before she even dropped the song. I didn't know that, but I like the song a lot, so I'm about to play y'all this song because I feel like I'll be sleeping, and then we're gonna go to this whole like kind of Drake. We're gonna wrap up the Drake Youngboy conversation, and then we're gonna go into this Drake Michael Jackson conversation. Actually, no, I'm gonna dip into the Queen Von thing real quick, and then go into the next topics. But I do want to play this for y'all because this is a dope song, and I think y'all be sleeping on the fact that she can actually perform and she has good vocals. Like her vocals are pretty damn good. Even though she uses autotune, just because you use autotune doesn't mean it's gonna turn you into a great singer. You know what I'm saying? Like you still have to be able to hold a tune. But look at this damn engagement, bro. Almost a million views. 7,000 comments. Yo, play the video, bro. Yo, why is playing with me, chat? Yo, it's playing with me, chat.
But they be looking for sympathy. Niggas be having their hand up, but never did shit to me. Know a couple niggas that have switched up and turned right to my enemy.
Why be better?
That's why I just need
What do you think about NYC drill?
Just me and my twin. That's why I just need him. Just me and my twin. That's my twin in them.
That's my twin in them.
Go best friend.
Hey,
we killing them.
we killing them. That's my twin in them. Go best friend. Stop playing. That's my twin in them. But Furious Brian says, what do you think about NYC drill? So I'm actually from NYC, so I actually can't comment on that. And 38 Baby says free top. But NYC drill, it's been around for a while. I do believe that Tutu G's is one of the people that was really instrumental in starting that new wave for it. A lot of people say that Chef G, and Chef G himself says that he's the starter of NYC drill, and he's been making drill songs prior to his biggest song that gave him that major push, which was No Suburban, which was a diss track to Tutu G's, who had his song Suburban, where he said he was just going on YouTube and he found a UK beat and just rapped on that. So that's really how Suburban came through, and how like the British influence came into to New York drill and whatnot. And then Chef G had No Suburban and was able to get some rise to fame because of that diss track, right? So I'm not too worried about the songs that came before No Suburban that maybe gave him that drill music stamp. But for me, it's not about who did it first, it's about who did it better, right? So even transitioning to how the Bronx has their drill now and their drill music, I'm really a big fan of like B Love. K-Flock got some dope music, D-Thang, and Shy K. I think those are probably like the biggest four right now. There's probably some other ones. Don't get mad at me if like there are, you know what I'm saying? But and some upcomers like Busy Banks out of Brooklyn. He's dope. Obviously, R.I.P. Pop Smoke was a big one. But the drill music scene is flourishing. You know what I'm saying? And I like that people are taking risks nowadays to actually come up with different ways to do it. Like people like B Love. I found out about B Love on TikTok. You tell like I don't do what? If you funny get hit in his gut, keep a knot on my head because I sweated I'm clutch. Slap on my nigga, hold on her butt. You know what I'm saying? Like he just came different with it. Like he came with a different flow. Like I think that's like the Super Mario beat or something like that. Like he came with a whole different flavor that people were not coming. That's what I like about what's happening in New York right now. Because I was at a show. Like last month, and it was the people that were performing. It was just regular drill music, right? And I was just like, damn, like everybody's doing this regular form of drill music, and we all know what a Brooklyn drill beat sounds like at this point. And that's just what it was. And I wasn't really a big fan because it's like, bro, I like different. Like, let's be different. You know what I'm saying? And like, you can still stay in your same realm, but be different about it. You feel me? But nowadays, a lot of samples are being used in these newer drill songs. I really do enjoy. Like, even B Love, he dropped another song called Nikki. That was like this Caribbean song, that Caribbean sample that he used, and he put like, you know, his flavor on it. And then you got like K-Flock. He has a very distinguishable voice, and he has a strong fan base because like Youngboy, they believe him heavily. There's apparently videos of him running down on his ops. Once again, I ain't commenting on that. I ain't even finna pull it up. That's not what we finna do here. But like he does have that distinguishable voice, and people really do enjoy his delivery. And I think he has some good punchlines that people like as well. And he was on Trending the other day, and he has like a G Herbo feature as well. So he's booming. You know what I'm saying? He's on the come up, and he's rising. So shout out to him. Shout out to the Bronx, because it was really only the light was really only on Brooklyn, and then Staten Island for like 2 seconds with CJ. There's still no other big artists came out of Staten Island. And honestly, you can say that CJ is not that big of an artist either. He had this one song, Whoop-Dee, which is a catastrophic song. Don't get me messed up. Okay, catastrophic song. Did his numbers. I remember seeing it prior to it even being like blowing up and stuff like that. I used to have it on like my playlist I used to run. and it would I'd play it when I would like go play basketball and stuff like that. I'd actually be a little worried. I'd be like, yo, I don't know if I should keep the song playing. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I'd be playing ball in unsavory neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want like, you know, people be like, yo, whoopty. What you mean whoopty? You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gang affiliated. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no type of gang affiliated. None of that extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? I just like music. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I like aggressive music, especially when you're playing sports. You want to listen to some aggressive music. You feel me? But I wouldn't say, I was really about to say like it's kind of debatable that CJ fell off, but he wasn't really that on yet, and he's really only been out for like a year or two. You feel me? But he does have ties to the music industry, family in the music industry. I don't like putting nobody on blast right now because I actually did interview this individual, so I don't want to make him feel like I'm over here like trying to be shady or whatnot. I'm not. But you know, if we're gonna say industry plant, that is really kind of ties to an industry plant. But once again, industry plant shouldn't necessarily be such a negative connotation as it usually is given, because it just means that you have ways to get to your height that maybe somebody that literally had to grind their way up was not able to have. You feel me? But you still have to be talented, or else you're not going to be able to be a successful industry plant. You'll just be an industry plant. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times, bro, a lot of people have ties to the music industry through their family, even if they didn't necessarily use their family connections. A lot of people in the industry have connections to the industry, any industry, through their family. You know what I'm saying? That's just what happens. And it's just kind of, sometimes it's just life sets itself up to where it's like, oh, this person was related to that person, and now they're both in the industry. You know what I'm saying? But there was also reports, remember, that people were saying that CJ stole Busy Banks' flow on his major song, Whoop-Dee. And then, you know, he was going through his beef with 22Gs. You know, but CJ ain't even big enough to where like people are gonna go at him and diss him other than 22Gs. But 22Gs is also still a rising artist. And as I think we had a prior conversation as well, if 22Gs is really even on, or if he was blackballed. You know what I'm saying? But now he's getting his shine, and now he's getting a lot more interviews, and his press is coming up now, and he's on actual like media runs and stuff like that. So you can see when a label actually is starting to invest more time into an artist. You feel what I'm saying? And he said he has a song coming out with Kodak soon. So the Kodak connection is really what's giving 22G's life. And once again, this is coming from a New Yorker that listens to 22G's. I actually like 22G's a lot. But these are just facts. This is just facts of the matter. Like, he's signed to Atlantic Records. So you can tell when a label is pushing their artists and when they're not. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can tell when a label is actively trying to get their artist looks in certain places, and when they just don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can clearly tell when the label cares and when they don't care. So, but New York drill music is I think flourishing, and I think is doing well because people are actually coming with different sounds, and they're trying. Like, they're actually trying, because for a long time when Pop Smoke was very popular and when Fabio was very popular, Fabio was still very popular, but Fabio's he's starting to take a next level out of drill music, right? Where yes, he's still heralded as one of the people holding the crown for drill music right now, but when you get a Kanye feature, that's a different thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, now you're kind of getting out of a box. You feel me? Because I think that Fabio was really in that drill music box for a while, and it was going to take something to get him out of that drill music box, right? Now everyone's looking at Fabio like, whoa, was I asleep? Was this here the whole time? What's going on? Oh my gosh, I didn't know he had that in him. Oh, right? So that's really what's happening nowadays, right? But it's like, back before, like, Fabio was seen as, all right, he's the crown. He's gonna take the king of drill music crown moving forward after the death of Pop Smoke, right? But now when you got a Kanye feature, you kind of getting out of that bag, which now goes into the impact of the Drake feature versus the impact of the Kanye feature, because Fabio Foreign has both of them, right? But the first feature from Drake, I think, was Drake trying to soak up the Fabio Brooklyn drill clout that everyone was trying to do, because once again, I've had this conversation before with Fabio Foreign. It was either that he was going to be the GOAT, or he was gonna get all his clout tokens soaked up because everyone was just stealing his style and running with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, from Dan LA to Tory Lanez, Drake, everyone was running with his style. So it was either that Fabio Foreign was going to be the GOAT, or he was going to fall off because people were just going to soak up his sound to the max. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's just what happens. It's either like people will take your style, use it for their own, and then people, like, as in the fans, will get tired of it because now we just hear too much, or you're going to be heralded as the GOAT because you were one of the forefathers of that sound. And that's what's happening right now. Like Fabio is actually getting credited as like, oh wow, like this was all here the whole time, because especially now he's actually rapping, right? I think it's like a similar thing that was happening with Blueface, right? So people thought that Blueface couldn't rap the same way that they thought Fabio couldn't rap in long sentences. You know what I'm saying? Because he was really just rapping in like syllables and rapping in bullet points. You know what I'm saying? That was the whole joke. Like he raps in bullet points, blah blah blah. Fabio Foreign raps in bullet points, and then you got Blueface, was the whole thing was that he can't rap on beat. But now Blueface is rapping on beat. He has flow. He comes with different styles now, and so does Fabio. Fabio actually comes with like variety now. Even that song he dropped, Storytime, he's actually it still sounds like a drillish beat, but he's actually telling a story. He's actually delivering something. But he actually does that before too. Like even going back to Weddy, Mellow Mommy in a deli. She was a Weddy. She was horny, ready. I was on it, heavy. Woo. She like, why you so sexy? You know what I'm saying? Like, so he actually does have storytelling ability to his music. But Storytime that's like a legit like, yo, I'm telling a story, like literally telling a story. Yeah, Mellow Mommy in a deli, he's telling you a story, he's trying to give you visual imagery to work off of, but that's completely different from him just straight up saying like, yo, this is telling you a story. I'm telling you a story, right? So now if you want to merge him, say he's merging out of drill rap, the Brooklyn, I guess next in line to be king of drill would be 22 G's. I'm not gonna lie, because 22 G's is not out of that drill scene yet. He's a lot of his singles that he drops are pretty much incumbent on I'm shooting somebody. We spinning the block, I'm clapping you, bow. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he didn't catch me. Aha! He said, ooh. You know what I'm saying? A lot of his songs right now are him sliding down on the ops, clapping the body. You know what I'm saying? Putting people in caskets and send them to the corner. You know what I'm saying? So I would say that he's now probably that next in line as the king of drill, because Fabio is starting to blast out of here in terms of being the king of NYC drill, because I think he's actually emerging out of it, right? So once again, going back to what I said, the impact of the Drake feature and the Kanye West feature, right? It's crazy because the Kanye West feature is about to take Fabio Foreign to new heights. Especially now, you got Kanye saying that he reminds him of Jay-Z and stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, now Fabio's about to be out of here in terms of like, he was already out of here, but now he's about to be at that next level to where it's like people looking at him differently. Like he gained that Kanye fan base, people that might not have known him like that, because bro, like what is his major cosigns like other than like New York artists, right? That is really mainly New York artists that he has cosigns from, Pop Smoke, and you know, like you got cosigns from like Young and May. You know, Tory Lanez, I believe, you know, whatever, but it's like Tory Lanez is still not Kanye West, you feel what I'm saying? So to get a Kanye cosign and then Kanye say that you're about to, you remind him of Jay-Z, it's like, all right, bro, it's over. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's about to start emerging out, and then Kanye West might be producing Fabio for his next album or first album, because Fabio has no album out. He only has EPs out, small EPs out. So it's like, it actually really is crazy that Fabio Foreign has been able to get this level of attention and notoriety off of not even having a project out. Came out with a sound that people didn't hear before. They replicated it. They couldn't do it as well as he did. So now he's still here. He's still standing, and he still has his style, and he's actually building and improving on his rap ability. So shout out to that for him. You know what I'm saying? But really, the difference between the Drake feature and the Kanye feature for Fabio was that Drake was coming to take Fabio's flow. Fabio went on Kanye doing his own thing and actually impress people. But the Drake and Fabio situation was Drake, Fabi, movie, I'm gonna bit in the wooski, and Diddy Bop, you know what I'm saying? That was Drake coming trying to take Fabio flow, and it just wasn't gonna, to me, it wasn't gonna work really that well, because like, bro, like, I don't know, for me, that's to stick with Brooklyn artists, bro. Like that sound, I don't know, I don't like hearing other artists hop on that sound, bro. It's just like, that's not you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not you. You know, it's not even like a certain kind of flow. Well, yeah, certain kind of flow, yes, but specifically the drill beat sound, bro. But honestly, I will say it's usually coming from the supporter saying, yo, please rap on a beat like this, and artists just saying like, okay, whatever, like, I'll do it. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, once again, goes into like everyone just kind of following trends and all that extra stuff. So, but that's just what the music industry is. Everyone just nut hugging each other, nut hugging a new sound, and whatever it is that people think that is the next thing, that's what they're gonna do. That's what they're gonna nut hug on. So, but I want to hold long soliloquy about that. But I do want to transition into what I wanted to refer to about the whole Queen Von situation. So we have Queen Von, aka Asian Doll, talking about the fact that she dates Youngboy now, and him not minding that she calls herself Queen Vaughn. So we're gonna watch this video and see how she feels about, or see what's actually going on. I don't know what's going on. All right, I don't know what's actually going on. But let's take a quick look.
So how Jackboy feel as you still want to call yourself Queen Vaughn? He don't give a fuck. He don't give a fuck. He don't give me jealous vibes. He don't give a fuck about none of that shit. So how Jackboy feel?
So Asian Doll says that Jackboy does not care about
so how
nothing
Jackboy feel
regarding
as you
her.
still.
I'm sorry, relax. But she says that Jackboy does not care nothing about her referring to herself as Queen Vaughn. Now, I'm not here to tell nobody what their emotions are about situations, okay? That's not what I'm here about, all right? Now, she may have felt however she felt about King Von's untimely passing. That's just what it is, right? I said passing. Untimely passing. She may feel however she feels about that. I'm not here to tell nobody how they feel about situations. But I felt the way. And I wasn't live streaming back then, so now I'm just going to give my opinion. I felt the way about how that happened and how she handled it, because I felt like it was a whole label orchestration on how the next steps were taken with her supposed grieving. You know what I'm saying? I think like after a month or so, she was already like back on the prowl. And, you know, I guess once again, you can't tell nobody how long they're going to grieve for, which is why it's such a touchy subject, which is why it's like there's two sides of the coin. Whenever there's two sides of the coin or something, it's hard for you to give a solid opinion on it, because there's two sides of the coin. When there's two sides of the coin, it's hard for you to say like, oh, this person sucks, or this person is in the right, or the person's in the wrong, because there's two sides of the coin. So, you know, like you could say, yo, she's using King Von's name for clout and using his whole style and his whole likeness with that song, None of That Ish, right? None of that ish. Like if you listen to a King Von song, you listen to None of That Ish, she's clearly using King Von's flow, style, and likeness in the damn song. And like it made it feel like the whole grieving thing was a rollout. The whole tattoo thing was a rollout. Like, and it's like it's sad that you can't give somebody credit for their emotions, to where it's like, all right, maybe you are feeling something, but then you roll out a song like that makes me feel like, bro, you don't actually care. And it's like, you was his girlfriend, yes, but you was a girlfriend. Honestly, a girlfriend ain't a baby mom's and ain't a wife. You know what I'm saying? And there was reports that y'all wasn't even together when he died. You feel me? Not to say that there wasn't emotions there, whatever. That got nothing to do with me. But it's the fact that, man, like that there was abuse there. There was abuse of his likeness when it came to her whole Queen Vaughn thing, to the whole concept of grief. You know what I'm saying? And it is weird too. Like Jackboy, and this is going back to it too. The whole beef supposedly started when I believe Youngboy did a song with Asian Doll, and then King Von did a song with Jania or something like that. So now you with Jackboy, who got ties to Kodak, who got ties to Youngboy. And they not cool, or no. It's too much stuff. Well, like the Jackboy got beef with Youngboy. I think Youngboy and Kodak is cool now. But King Von and them had beef with Youngboy, but Jackboy also got beef with Youngboy. It's just too much stuff. It's too much ifs, ands. But not to say she can't be happy with nobody. You know what I'm saying? Go do your thing, be happy, go attempt to find happiness. But it's like, bro, I just think that there was just a lot of likeness abuse there, and the fact that song really just, it didn't sit well with me. It was like, man, like you're not even really. This is not your flow. This is not your song style. This is not you. It's not you. And it was a rollout. And once I was already very suspicious about it, but then once it was clear that it was a rollout, it was like, damn, bro, like that's just upsetting. To where it's like you're using somebody's name and likeness after they died to roll out something. You know what I'm saying? It's very sad. And I don't care if it's a catchy song. It's a catchy song. The hook is catchy. I don't even say it's a catchy song. I don't know all the words of the song, but the hook is catchy. It's a catchy hook. But it's like, damn, bro. It's very sad how the music industry abuses the death of people and uses it to their likeness. But it's $1 billion industry, so that's just what's going to happen. People are going to use people. It's very unfortunate, but once again, that's just what it is, and I guess that's just what it is, you know. But I don't support it. I listen to the song. Usually when I like something, I just don't refer to it. But we on live stream. I be want to talk about stuff. So this is what it is. Like, I'm sorry. This is what it is, bro. I'm going to talk about stuff that's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't talk about it in my daily life, but we at EBN Music Media. So I might as well talk about stuff. What I learned about too, bro, and why I used to feel bad and not want to talk about stuff, right? I used to really not want to talk about stuff that happened in the music industry because I was, like, afraid of, like, what somebody would say or somebody saw it if they'd be mad at me. But seeing what's happening with Karen Civil, it's like, damn, bro. When they see that you down, they want to stomp on your grave, bro. So if, say, like, I was in a position where I was down, they would do the same thing. They would literally get extra feet. They would surgically get extra feet to stomp on my grave. Like, I know everybody pretty much got 2 feet. But if they had extra feet, they had the ability to go get extra feet, they would go get extra feet to go stomp on my grave. Like, that's just what it is with the music industry. It's a bunch of cloud chasers, a bunch of people just, like, hopping on the wave of hate. You know what I'm saying? Like, if people hate you, they jumping. You feel me? Like, they jumping. If people hate you, everyone hates you, they jumping. Like, they ain't no fair ones. We jumping you, fam. Like, like you ain't getting out of this alive. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we jumping you. And that's just very sad. So that's why I just don't care no more. I don't care no more. I don't care about holding back on talking about nothing, but I will obviously be respectful. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody like talk down on my name, but definitely I'm now no longer afraid to say my opinion, because in the music industry, bro, they will stomp on you. If everyone is riding a train of hate, they'll just stomp on you. And that's honestly just social media in general, not even just the music industry, but definitely the music industry specifically. Like people will just continue to step on you if that's what's going on, you know what I'm saying? But slightly going back to the whole Drake Youngboy conversation, we got Drake with Way Too Sexy at number 1. Then we got Youngboy, Bad Morning, number 2, On My Side, number 3, and Knife Talk, number 4. So hey, Drake and Youngboy, they battling for them them charts. You know what I'm saying? On My Side is a good song. Like I said, I like On My Side, but I still think the album lacks like that super aggressive track. You know, I think it lacks that super aggressive track that makes you feel like, oh snap, like I'm really going in right now, and you could play it at the gym. You know what I'm saying? Like, but once again, maybe I should listen to it a 4th time. Maybe should I listen to it a 4th time? I don't know. Like, I don't know if I listen to it a 4th time. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, damn, I listened to it 3 times, and I didn't walk away with tracks that I wanted to download. I listen to Youngboy. Am I a person that goes in people's comments, like I said, in comments, why be better? No, I don't do all that. But I do like Youngboy's music. But it's just like, I just don't think that album it wasn't like, I mean, good judging by the artists as well that I said that I enjoy. I enjoy artists that come with like thematic visions with their projects, you know? Come with thematic visions to their projects. Like Tyler, the Creator, comes with thematic visions. Even like Trippie Redd, I enjoy Trippie Redd a lot too. And Trippie Redd always comes with like kind of like thematic vision or character development in his projects. You know what I'm saying? This kind of just felt like a Youngboy project, and and once again, like, it's not that I'm wishing that he doesn't put out like really dope projects. I'm not going into it saying this is gonna be trash. I'm saying like sometimes I can only judge you on your past works. I'm not even judging him with other artists. I'm judging him on his past works. So sometimes I'll listen to the Youngboy project and I'll compare it to the album that had made no sense on it. Cause that project that had that album, I think Renata had a lot of songs on it that are hits. Like, I find that project Lonely. I think Lonely Child was on that project. Like, that was a fantastic project, top to bottom. Like, top to bottom, that was a fantastic project. You feel me? My favorite Youngboy project. So it's like when I hear other Youngboy projects, I'm just like, damn, like this doesn't even remotely compare to this project. You know what I'm saying? Like, made no sense. It's such a banger that Kodak Black made his own version. Senseless. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's a very fire project, and I just don't feel like this project that Sincerely Kentrell matches up to that. But, you know, I don't know. Maybe I should listen to it a 4th time. I don't know. But at that point, I feel like I'd be forcing myself. So I'm probably gonna let like a viral song happen, and maybe I'll be able to give it another try. But I feel like listening to a project 3 times is like, all right, I listened to it 3 times, and I still didn't come up with nothing. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what more do I have left to review? You understand? But moving on, we're gonna dip into this Drake Michael Jackson conversation, and we value your privacy. I don't even want to like, you know what I'm saying, but whatever. We're gonna kind of go down into this Drake versus Michael Jackson debate, but we're gonna read some of the comments because I asked the community tab about this particular topic as well. Make sure you check the community tab. We got polls every hour, every day. Check them out. We can actually go and read these comment sections real quick before we dive into the Drake versus Michael Jackson. I believe I did put a poll. I definitely did put a poll on Drake, Michael Jackson. I just want to see where it is. We're definitely going to read that Sincerely Kentrell comment section, though, for sure. Drake's new Michael Jackson. Cool. All right. So let's read this comment section first before we even dive into that, right? Before we even dive into that. So, as about a new pad, they got big over. Like, bro, that album is fire, bro. I just wish that he came with more like thematic feel, and actually like cohesion, in my opinion, right? So anyway, poll of the hour will Sincerely Control be album of the year. D Train says knowing YB will probably be album of the century. Wow, so you're a nuthugger. Album is some mid. YB just gave the fans some leftovers from top. That ish sound like craps from his old albums. The flow were the same most of the song. You can tell there was no effort put into it. I think he put it out to make sure his name is still alive. See, I love my Wolfpack, y'all, for real. I love my Wolfpack because I'll be coming and I'll say my opinions, and usually y'all will kind of agree with me because I'm not giving no hating opinion. I usually am giving an unbiased opinion to what's going on. Like, did I go into it thinking that Sincerely Control was going to be album of the year? No, I didn't even go into it thinking that regardless, right? But it's like, geez, bro. Like, I heard the album and I was like, damn, I just feel like there's not a lot of variety here. I feel like a lot of the songs kind of feel the same. There was no, like, sequential order necessarily, but it was Youngboy's at the point, he had Drake level. Like I said, Drake was when he dropped that EP, I think all the songs went 1 through 5 on Billboard. Like or 1 through 4 on Billboard. Like they topped the charts. And to me, those were mid songs. Like Lemon Pepper Freestyle is like an 8-minute song. Like damn, bro. Like when is the time of which I want to sit and listen to a 7-8 minute song? Kendrick Lamar did that with Dying of Thirst. It's a dope song, but it's like 12 minutes long. Like where and when am I gonna want to listen to a 12-minute song? Like I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to. That's mad long. Like, and I like songs. You feel me? But like, bro, 12 minutes. That is just OD. That's just OD. No idea. We all have to let it drop. Okay. I dropped this poll before the album even dropped. Just like kind of predictions. If The Party Never Ends drops this year, it's definitely the biggest. I don't know whose album that is. If Juice drops, then YB album is irrelevant. Juice WRLD or NBA Youngboy. If Juice drops, NBA Youngboy album is irrelevant. I will say that may be a possibility because I think I kind of agree with what this person said. Where I think that this is kind of like leftovers. He couldn't really construct the album because he's obviously behind bars. So I kind of feel like these. It felt like a bunch of album cuts. It felt like they took a bunch of album cuts and put it on an album. It didn't feel like it had much meaning to it. It feel like they're definitely gonna get a gold plaque off this because of Nevada, which already was a viral song. So it's like, but I think that the Juice WRLD album will, being that there's a team constructing the project, even though he's passed. I think that there is a team constructing the project and there will be features. So they're going to actually care, especially being that Juice WRLD is no longer here. They want to make sure that they get the most out of all the projects that they release. So I do very much think that very well may be true. That when Juice WRLD's album comes, the YB album may just be irrelevant. No one's going to care other than YB fans. You know what I'm saying? YB fans, and that's why I said like YB is at the Drake level. Because YB to me is at Drake level because he can drop mid songs or album cuts, or I always say mid songs. YB can drop album cuts and they'll chart, and you can only do that with a strong fan base. You have to drop hits if you're not coming. If your fan base ain't at the level of those two people, like they can drop album cuts and those songs will chart higher than a person who's dropping bangers, like hits. They can drop some weak or some album cuts that they know ain't a banger. They know not gonna get played nowhere, and yet people will still freestyle to them. People will still bump them like they really are Billboard 100 tracks. But they end up being that simply because their fan base is so huge. J. Cole got it on lock. His latest album was forgettable. J. Cole and Tyler. Oh, that's who Charlamagne was talking about before. Tyler, the Creator. And I heard Tyler, the Creator's album too. Maybe, I don't know, bro. What is, maybe it's me. Because maybe I'm just stuck in what I believe an artist's past to be, and maybe I just want them to stay in that bag. But it's like, I will say I didn't listen to Tyler's album more than once. So that's why I don't provide opinions on an album. Call me if you get lost, because I only heard it one time. But the first time I did hear it, I think I only downloaded like 2 songs. But once again, I still need to listen to the album again. I still listen to J. Cole's album again to really give a thorough evaluation of the albums. I think they were good projects, but there weren't projects that I wanted to go back to. But I think it's also because those are 2 of my favorite artists. And when they didn't just become my favorite artists, you know? They were my favorite artists for years now. So being that they're my favorite artists for years now, the sound that I came up on of these guys were not the sounds they put out now. The sounds they put out now are different than what I came up on relating to them to where they became my favorite artists. You understand? So it's a whole different thing. It's a whole different thing. Like you became my favorite artist at one point because you were making this type of music, and now you're not making that type of music, making this type of music. But I'm not a blind supporter. Like, just because you're my favorite artist doesn't mean that you can drop an album and I'm immediately gonna like it or I'm immediately go listen to it just because you're my favorite artist. Because I know that you're not gonna be putting out the same type of music that you were putting out before. So maybe it's me. Ye and Drake beefing. That's why they sold it. That's why it sold more. I mean, Drake was gonna sell crazy regardless. Not with Donda, Call Me If You Get Lost, and presumably Kendrick dropping something soon. Kendrick, I wonder what Kendrick's number is going to do, because Kendrick's been out the game for a minute, but Kendrick got everybody talking about top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning, topping them, top. You know what I'm saying? Top and the bottoms. Like, he got everybody talking about top this, top that. You know what I'm saying? Like, all he's saying is top of the morning like 4 times, and he got everybody like doing viral challenges to it and stuff like that. So imagine when he drops his damn album, and that was a feature. Imagine when Kendrick drops a damn album. Like, I feel like he's gonna drop it in like October, November-ish. And I think it's gonna be his last album on TDE. But he's not even necessarily trying to go viral, and he going viral with this whole top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the top, 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 top. That even saying free top. You know what I'm saying? Like all that type of stuff. But it's like, you know, I feel like he gotta do 300K. He gotta do 300K for a week. You know what I'm saying? You have to. You know what I'm saying? Like with not releasing the album. And when did Damn come out? Like 2017. He ain't released an album in like 4 or 5 years. So it's like, bro, you gotta come with some heat, bro. You gotta come with like, I want to hear the storiest of stories. Come with like a movie. Drop a movie with the album. I need him to drop a movie with the album. You feel what I'm saying? At this point, you gotta drop a movie with the album. Like, you can't even just drop a movie. You can't even just drop an album now. You gotta drop a movie with the album. That's the only thing I'm accepting. You know what I'm saying? Donda wasn't that good, bro. It had like 4 good songs. To You. Donda Donde was Kanye's best album since Yeezus or Life of Pablo. But Yeezus, he admits that Yeezus was not a good album. Kanye West admits that he used Yeezus because he was mad. He was trying to get into the fashion world, and he couldn't. You know what I'm saying? Yeezus is a trash album to me. Kanye's worst album. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think he cared that much about it. Yeezus is a terrible album, in my opinion. It's not album of the year. I got Coke and Drake's album over Kanye. Coke, I don't know who Coke is. Donda was good. I say that the part 2s were not necessary, but Off the Grid, Hurricane, Moon, Praise God. What I don't like too is when artists don't put the features on the damn songs, bro. Kanye would be the person to do that though. But it's like, bro, put the features on the song. I'm not listening to the whole project again to know who was on what songs, bro. Especially now that there's part 2s on that stuff, bro. I'm not about to listen to the whole project just to see who was on this one song, bro. Like, that is just so extra, bro. I hate when people do that, bro. Seriously. Tell me who's featured on the song, bro. Who's featured on the song, bro? Who is featured on the song, bro? Like, I hate when they do that, bro. Seriously, like, it got me so mad. Like, the first time I listened to Kanye's album when I was on the way to DC last month, and it was a good project. Once again, it wasn't anything that I wanted to listen to a second time. But it's like, even if I went to go hear somebody's specific verse, cause I'm not gonna lie, I fell asleep during some of it because I was tired. So there's definitely some songs I don't remember. And I heard that Jay-Z and DaBaby was on the same song. I was like, damn, I didn't hear that, you know? So say I want to go to the damn song that Jay-Z and DaBaby's on. I don't know what it is. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm sorry. I don't like it. It's going to have like 2 or 3 good songs. Rest going to be some mid. Dirk, number 1, got more hot 100 hits than this year. Wow. No one got more hot 100 hits this year than Dirk. 37. That's a lot. Youngboy ain't even dropped 37 songs this year. He only dropped songs on his album. Also pretty smart too, though. I'm not going to lie. Like, instead of just dropping a bunch of singles, he said, yo, just take all these albums. He just need bail money. His last year's project was probably top. You can see he put effort into that. I'm not going to lie. Did he have albums in between that? If he had albums in between that, I probably just didn't care enough because he just kind of drops a lot. So when you drop a lot, to drop a lot and also drop with purpose and like your album have a purpose, that is impressive, which I don't think a lot of people do. I don't think a lot of people drop projects and each project has meaning to it. I think maybe the closest person should be Red that drops a lot of projects and each project means something. Cause I think he does. He dropped Pegasus, and then Life's a Trip or Trip at Night or something like that didn't come too far after, right? Like that's the project he recently released. But I think Trippie Redd does a great job actually like coming with themes with his projects, and he drops relatively often. You know, like but Youngboy he drops a lot, but each project does not have meaning. It'll just be like a collection of songs because he records so much music. So. You know, but Top was the last project by Youngboy that I enjoyed. Like Top Say, Top Say. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't had none of that. Where's the Top Say? You know what I'm saying? Where's the Top Say? Closest thing's on my side, but come on, bro. I get it, but where's the Top Say? Come on, bro. Come on. We need a Top Say. I need a Top Say. Hell no, get these kids off this voting poll. Nah, I love anybody. Come to the music media community. We got age-wide content. It don't matter. I don't think YB messing with Cole, Ye, and isn't Kendrick dropping something soon. But that's crazy. The fact that the fact that Kendrick's dropping, people think that he's gonna drop out in a year. Bro, YB-ish, not Kanye-ish from number 2 spot. Mind you, he only had 5 songs on his ish at the time. I mean, that's just because YB's fan base is crazy. LMAO, bro, tried to throw shade, not mentioning Drake when YBoy's 5 song pre-ordered replaced Kanye on the charts. That's all fan base once again. YB has fans that pre-saved his music, good quality, just because. Good quality does not equal. Good quality just means he just has a loyal fan base. Okay, facts. That's basically what I just said. He could drop an album saying "I hate my fans" and y'all would ride his meat. Also a fact. Y'all, he ain't even f with Cole or Kanye or even Tyler. No cap. Ye, Kendrick, Cole. Cole is butt cheese. I don't get how y'all can say that. Cole is one of the best lyricists that have ever existed. The metaphors this man has, the double, triples, entendres, the way he can take you in his brain with the imagery. And, you know, I'm still holding that For Your Eyes Only is one of J. Cole's best projects, and y'all think it's one of his worst. How can I survive with this mentality? How can I survive with this mentality? And then you got Kids on Drugs. That was a fantastic album as well. Great album. Like, Purpose with that album. Purpose. And he dissed Lil Pump on the album. If y'all said no, there's something wrong. Unpopular opinion, Hall of Fame was album of the year. I think that is an unpopular opinion. I didn't like Hall of Fame. Not like that. But I already told y'all how I felt about that. I feel like Polo G, he wanted to come with an angry sound in the beginning of this year, but then it ended up trailing off because that song Rap Star took off, and that's a whole different vibe of a project. But that went number 1. I don't think he expected that to go number 1, so it made him switch up the whole sound of his project. In my opinion, I think that's what happened. But then you got like they love you till they hate you, and that's the thing with Youngboy. They don't hate this man yet. The fan base just continues to grow, you know. But with Polo G, now they call him Piano G. You know what I'm saying? It's like y'all was just nut hugging this man when Rap Star came out. It's like fans are so fickle, bro. Fans are so fickle. I liked it a lot for some reason. Just the whole vibe of the album is underrated and hated on for no reason. Yeah, no. Ish was butt cheeks. Hall of Fame is worst project. I do think it's his worst project. I ain't gonna lie. Zay's joint was the hardest. Zay. I don't know who Zay is. Who is Zay? Oh, Isaiah Rashad. I love Isaiah Rashad too. I gotta listen to his project. I'm not gonna lie. I do have to listen to Isaiah Rashad's project. Whatever project. I think Isaiah's last project, which was like 2018. I got 2 cigarettes. I think that was like Brenda's. This is a dope project. I don't remember the names of songs, but I listened to that project several times. Great project to listen to. So if you have not heard that project, but I do want to listen to his new album as well because he was another one. All these TDE guys, they go hella long, and girls. SZA, I think Lane Green signed to Quality Control. Like all these artists don't drop no damn music on that label. You know what I'm saying? Ab-Soul, Schoolboy Q, SZA. No one drops no damn music. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think I actually scheduled a poll to say if Schoolboy Q fell off, because when was the last time Schoolboy Q dropped an album, right? But falling off ain't bad if you already got your damn height and your prowess. Like, who cares if you fell off? You know what I'm saying? But when was the last time that man dropped a song, dropped an album? Like, I've want some new Ab-Soul. Maybe he has been dropping. I haven't paid attention, but Ab-Soul is also one of the best lyricists. That man tells a hell of a story, and he has a hell of a story. And his background is just, it's something that you just be like, damn. Like, it just make you be just like, damn. Like, it makes you want to bump his music just because you not that you feel pity, but you just like, damn. You're like, your life has been rough, bro. But shout out to Ab-Soul and TDE when I. YB last best album was decided. Not a single album has been good since then. Every song in that album was fire. His top album was okay. There was only like 3-4 songs that was good. He really just been losing his touch. There's no two simply okay songs on his. There's two simply. Wow, sorry guys. There's simply 2 okay songs on his Kentrell album out of 21. You're the only person I've heard say that everyone I've seen react to it, listen to it, says it's only one miss, and the miss wasn't even bad. But see, I don't get it. Like, why can't you have an opinion without it being you're hating? Because I have a similar opinion to what that man said. And it's like, I don't feel like I'm hating. I like Youngboy, Did you forget AI Youngboy 2 and still flexing, still stepping? I actually I forgot that one, but AI 2 was nowhere good as AI 1. I used to F with Youngboy hard, but at this point, they just have an opinionated, subjective conversations. If Kendrick dope, bruh, youngest knows. Yo, I need y'all in the community reread the things y'all be saying, cause I be on live trying to read what y'all say. Y'all are mad illiterate. You know what I'm saying? I need y'all to seriously get it together, y'all. Come on, Wolfpack. We can't be looking illiterate out here. All right. We cannot be looking illiterate out here, guys. All right? We can't be doing it. All right? Should be, but will it win? No. These are songs left off the top. They're nothing special. Still, Sleepy Hollow, still sleep. Now that won't be album of the year ish. It's maybe, I don't know. Because I like R&B. I like melodic sounds, right? I like melodic sounds a lot, right? So, I'm not even trying to encourage people like Sleepy Hollow to continue to make the super aggressive drill music that they've been making in their lives, right? But that album... It came with variety, though. I will say that he tried something different. He came with like a Hispanic flavor, one of the songs that's definitely going to work in New York. Or I think that was really probably geared towards the summer, that Ya Tu Sabe. Ya Tu Sabe. You know what I'm saying? Like, that song was definitely built for like a Hispanic summer. It's summer gone now. So we'll see what happens with that project in general. But yeah, I'm not going to lie. Like, people are still going to be asleep off that project. I'm not going to lie. Because there was no like super banger off it. Like 2055, I think was the single that they were pushing. And I think that's not, if that song feels like an album cut. It feels like an album cut to me, at least. I don't think that's the song that's going to change his trajectory. Like to me, I can hear a difference between something that really should have just been an album cut and something that's going to reach the masses and make everybody love you and make the world want to cover you. Like Sleepy Hollow doesn't have that song yet. Deep End Freestyle is probably the closest thing to it, but even then, you gotta do it a couple times before like the world starts like riding your meat and whatnot. But it's like he still needs that big track that's gonna get him all the interviews, get him all the press and stuff like that. However, he also did just sign recently, so earlier this year. So still gotta give that momentum and stuff like that. All these guys are still young, and I think we don't give a lot of artists the time to grow into great artists and mature. You know what I'm saying? We kind of just like, oh, you're not putting out hits consistently. Oh, you're trash. You fell off. Like that's just what it is. And it sucks that life is like that. But honestly, sometimes I fall victim to it as well, to where I'm just like, yo, I feel like you should be putting out hits on a more consistent basis. Because to me, you have to have a good ear to know, oh, is this a hit or is this an album cut? If it's an album cut, make an album, put it on the album. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I just feel like 2055 wasn't what I think they thought it was, and maybe some other people think it is as well. And I think they do believe that was the joint because they got Coil Ray on it, and Coil Ray, they got Coil Ray on it, but Coil Ray was doing hella features at the time, and everyone was trying to soak up her clout, So I mean, shout out to that. You know that you doing something and you buzzing when everybody calling your phone asking for features. You know what I'm saying? Like if everybody want a feature from you, then you doing something right. Chloe was on Young Thug's album. She had the feature with Pooh, and she's on BB Pac-Man's album as well. That dropped back in June. And it's crazy because now that song's going viral like 3 minutes later. That Ocean Prime song. I don't care if you little put them booze in my face. You wanna be like me, okay? I actually like her verse in that song. At first, I didn't like that song or that album, but at least that song's growing on me. There's a couple other songs that's growing on me as well. But BB the Pac-Man does make like childish music. Like so it's like sometimes I can't listen to it all the time. You know, like I think on North Side Ghetto Benji's, I think his name of the song. He talked about how like Drake he wanted to sign Drake he wanted to sign an OVO, but Drake was like, oh, you're too childish or something like that. He really does make really childish music. So it's like it's sometimes you can't listen to it. Yeah, you know, because he be talking about like giving girls STDs and all types of wild stuff. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I actually might dip into this. Tomorrow is actually where we're going to dive into the Drake-Michael Jackson conversation. So to end off the stream, we're going to read some of the community chat and just kind of respond to some stuff. We talked about a lot. We talked about like NYC drill. We talked about Fabio Foreign and his rise and kind of him, I think, kind of eclipsing drill music in general. We talked about the whole Queen Von Asian Doll thing. We talked about Drake versus Youngboy. Kind of gave us a Sarah Lee Kentrell album review. So yeah, I talked about a lot. So I think we can start to wind down and read some of the community chat. And tomorrow we'll do the Drake versus Michael Jackson conversation. We got more YB betters. I gotta make sure that my cam not blurry and whatnot. But yeah, we got some more YB betters in the chat. Is YB really better though? I don't know. Is Kodak better? Yeah, I saw Chris do it too. Chris better? Who's better? Who's really better? Is YB better? Is Chris better? Who is actually the better that people are referring to? You know what I'm saying? But just checking out my damn DMs real quick before we move on up to the comment section in the community tab just to see what y'all chit-chatting about. You know what I'm saying? Is it hot outside? I don't know. I didn't go outside yet. Anyway, will Lil Uzi vs. Pink Tape be album of the year? Let's see what they're talking about. Bro, YB album is already 10 times better. And that was before the album even came out. Like, relax, bro. Can't be album of the year if it doesn't drop. Thought that was the name of Young Thug's next album. YB just dropped Dude. Uzi better. YB drops tonight, so it's impossible. And A Boogie might drop this year. I don't know. Like, I'm a fan of A Boogie. Supporter. I like to say fan, but I don't know. I haven't bumped a lot of A Boogie recently. I'm not gonna lie. Like, but he still does have a strong pulse on music, and his fan base, and I think he does touch like the simps a lot still, and like the lovey-dovey people. I would say he's like Rod Wave with more aggression, because I can't bump Rod Wave, but I can bump A Boogie, and I think they both are kind of in that same like lovey-dovey simpy category where it's like if you feel down bad, a girl got you down bad, like you throwing some A Boogie, you throwing some Rod Wave. But like Rod Wave, he do it in like a hood gospel kind of way. Like he gonna make me cry. Like I don't like to cry, you know what I'm saying? I don't like to get too emotional. So like Rod Wave make you like touch the back of your heartstrings, and I'm cool on that. A Boogie, you can still feel like A Boogie make you feel like, man, F this girl. Like A Boogie make you be like, man, this girl trash. Like she's a abomination. You feel me? Rod Wave make you sad about it. Like if you sad now, you're just gonna be sadder. Like Rod Wave is gonna put you in a deep depression. Like when you bump the music, you know what I'm saying? Like if you sad, especially if a girl got you sad, life got you sad, you throwing that Rod Wave. Now it's like you're not feeling uplifted. You feeling like you want to go in a corner and cry. You feel what I'm saying? You want to throw the blanket on, throw the comforter on, get a pillow, and sit in the corner. You don't even want to go to your bed. You want to go relax in the corner and chill and cry and be upset. You feel what I'm saying? And like that's not good for anybody. You know what I'm saying? That's not healthy for anybody. So that's what that be. That's what that do. But moving on as well, A Boogie, he makes the type of music that you can feel, but it's like it also will get you out of your funk. Like he got some songs where he like, man, I cannot waste no time. I'm really timeless. If I ever said I loved you, I was lying. If I ever said I loved you, I was lying. I was lying to you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like It's like, yeah, Rod Wave be like, yo, I loved you though. Like, why'd you do that to me? Like, why'd you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, Rod Wave make you be like, damn, bro, I really loved you. Like, I really loved you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really loved you. A Boogie be like, yo, I loved you, but I was lying. I don't trust DTB. We don't trust hoes. You know what I'm saying? So he'd be like, yo, he in his bag, but he in his bag now. The A Boogie want to get you out the bag though. He like, yo, I'm in my bag. Like, I'm in my bag, but I'm in my bag though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in my bag, but I'm in my bag though. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You know, when you in your bag now, what the F is that sound? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Type stuff. So, but A Boogie still got a pulse on his fan base, and I think he actually really is overlooked in terms of like New York artists, and you know, if Pop was alive, it would be two of us. You know, in terms of the King New York stuff, is what he says. And honestly, it's hard to debate him on that because he does do great numbers, and he's been around the longest. He's been around for going on like 6, 7 years. He's been around hella long, and he's still at a very strong height of his career. Like his supporters continue to grow because he makes simp music. He makes aggressive simp music. Like he gets into his aggressive bag and he gets into his simp bag, and he touches people's souls, but without trying to make them too sad. Because you can tell the struggle he came from. He's from the Bronx. You feel what I'm saying? Like even if you're not from New York or from the Bronx, I feel like the Bronx and New York is kind of already just given that nationwide look of like, oh yeah, that's struggle. Like, even if you're not from struggle, and there's nice parts of the Bronx, even if you're not from the bad parts of the Bronx, you're just gonna be immediately put into, or you struggled all your life. And now I can immediately relate to you, because no matter where you're from, because struggle is worldwide, not nationwide, not in your community specifically. Struggle is worldwide, so anybody can relate to struggle. Anybody can relate to hardship, right? But we don't really know what Rod Wave is out here doing. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and I wouldn't test your gangster, Rod. You know what I'm saying? I believe he was really in the streets. Because I watched interviews. Rod, we talking about, bro, I was really making it do what it do. You feel what I'm saying? Like for real. I could have went a different path. I was really making it do what it do. Like, they really forced me to sing. You feel what I'm saying? They forced me to do this life. But I was really making it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? I grew up around the hustlers. You grow up, you look at the hustlers, you like, yo, I want to be that when I grow up. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be no artist. I want to make drug money. You know what I'm saying? I want to make illegal street money. Get to the bag the hustling way. You know what I'm saying? So, but Florida, New York, kind of heralded different. Not gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? That's just facts. Moving on, YB drops, so that's impossible. Look at all the YB betters in my damn comment section. Everyone who said no doesn't know music. CLB, Uzi not even going to drop. Hey, possibly. Depends. Cardi's tape might be better. No cap. I thought Cardi was supposed to drop already, but he ain't dropped nothing. No, because EA Eternal Take was way better than a whole lot of Red. How can you listen to He Just Moans? Well, Sincerely Control, the only album that matters. Pink Tape is going to be better, my dude. TPNE, I don't know what that means. LMAO, Sincerely Control, any other album. Cap like an MF. How is it Cap, Sincerely Control? That's why I don't get. Like, I be getting up here, and if I say an opinion about something, I'm going to back it up. I like when my Wolfpack backs up your opinions. Don't just say stuff with no like, reasoning behind it. Don't just say, oh, no, it's just better. Like, that don't make sense. Everything Sleep, LMAO, Watch When It Drop. I don't know what Everything Sleep means. Gates gonna have best album of the year. I should probably listen to more Kevin Gates. YB album mid. Donda right now is Trippie Redd or Polo G. I didn't listen to the whole Trippie Redd album, but the songs that I listen to, I do like. But I tried though. I think maybe the hyper pop sound really just isn't for me. But it was just very different. Like that like sound is just not. Maybe it's just not my different. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, bro, music is hella subjective. You feel me? So it's like, you know. But I liked the songs that had the features on it, I'm not gonna lie. Like the Captain Crunch, the Rich MF, the song with Juice WRLD, I like a lot. So really the songs that had the songs that had the features on them is the ones that I enjoyed, I ain't gonna lie. But moving on, should they free Tory Lanez? I originally scheduled that when everyone thought he was gonna go to jail, you know, and he wasn't actually in jail. And bro, I need y'all to understand, bro. It's really, y'all gotta calm down, bro. Like, people was just on him, like, wishing for someone's downfall. Like, that's just not okay, bro. Like, why do y'all do that? Like, he said it's been real, right? To me, everything rolled out. I already don't look at everything to say like, oh, this is face value. I don't look at anything the music industry does as face value. I take it all as entertainment. I take it as there's always something behind something. So I didn't think, I was already waiting to see what was going to happen. I was already waiting to see like, all right, is this like, what's really going on here? Like, is he actually going to jail? But everybody and their moms was like, oh yes, get him out of here. Hearing, seeing toilet, because at the end of the day, he never said he went to jail. Like, we didn't know specifically what happened. So it was like, we didn't see no pictures. This is one of the most talked about, publicized things over the last over a year it's been going on, I think. So it's like, bro, how do you think that it's just gonna end like that? There's no news outlets really posting about the legitimacy of him going to, like, and y'all just hopped on the bandwagon. It's just crazy. And then now he made y'all look stupid. He said, I'm dropping something in December. I'm trying to get a plea deal. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, everything can roll out, bro. I think that people should really take this lesson, if not, if anything else. Everything is a rollout, bro. Literally everything is a rollout. You should not take everything face value, to be honest. So you should not take everything face value when it comes to these artists in the music industry. You know what I'm saying? But moving on, we have, would you date JT for the City Girls? Now, I did make that post after the whole thing where it's like JT seemed to be pregnant, but she came out with a video saying she's not pregnant, blah, blah, blah. I don't give a damn. They ain't my sperm. I ain't clapping her cheeks. Don't have nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? But I ask questions like this, like, would you date somebody? Because maybe you would, maybe you wouldn't. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, I like to do that. You know what I'm saying? I like to ask questions. It's okay to ask questions, my guys. You feel me? That's what we do here. Even Music Media, we ask questions. We get into the nitty gritty. You feel what I'm saying? I like to have conversations about what you guys would or wouldn't do with your bodies. You feel what I'm saying? What's going on, Adam Hill? N. I don't know what N means. You know what I'm saying? But I hope that you weren't saying a racist slur to me. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have to throw the hands, throw the ones. But pull the hour, cool. Would you date JT from the City Girls? See what y'all was talking about, what y'all getting into, right? I don't want to mess with this new gym lad, Uzi. Yeah, Uzi got muscles. He talking about he gonna pull up on you, hit you with a couple hammers. Bow, 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 bow. Uzi versus Rich the Kid in a boxing match. Who y'all got? Let me know in the comments down below. Uzi versus Rich the Kid boxing match. Who y'all got? Let me know, please. I would love to know Uzi versus Rich the Kid boxing match. Who winning that? Nah, I have dignity and enjoy having money. Talk your ish, Brody. Talk your ish, Brody. Because when you got a girl, you got to spend money on her. I ain't gonna hold you. But the whole dignity thing, I don't know what you mean by I have dignity. Dudes got no standards these days. But see, why? What's wrong? What's wrong with that? You know. Sons that I'd ever for sure, but I ain't cuffing. But what you mean by no standards? Like what you mean by that? What you mean by that? I love her, and that's saying no girlfriend, probably ugly, and y'all that's saying no girlfriend, probably ugly. Y'all crazy. I mean, hey, you know, maybe it is. Who knows? She got a nice body, but her face before the fame wouldn't date her. I mean, hey, I guess personal preference. No, that's Uzi's girl. Hey, I love it, man. People still got respect for people out here, man. Because, man, the whole TYB thing, Mrs. Steal Your Girl, man, Trey Songz, I would never bring my girl around you. And not even just because I feel like you could steal her. It's just that it's the principle. Like, why must we just take people's girls? Like, why can't you go get your own girl? You know what I'm saying? The second I find out a girl has a guy, now I'm weirded out. Because at the end of the day, like, this man's hot dog is going in your hallway. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to interact with this man's hot dog. Now when your hallway is open and you don't have no specific hot dog, yes, there could be other hot dogs that have been in the picture, been in the equation. But once those hot dogs out the picture, it's only my hot dog, in my opinion. At least whatever situation we in, I can only believe it's my hot dog, at least in this particular moment. You feel me? But knowing that there's another hot dog in this hallway, why would I enter the hallway? But people just they love that. Like when another guy is having some interactions with a girl, bro, they love it. They like, oh wow, wait, you have a boyfriend already? Oh yeah, I want you. You feel what I'm saying? I'm about to steal him. And then the thing is, they get the girl and then they no longer want the girl because it's like they just wanted them for intercourse. So you stole somebody's girlfriend just for intercourse, and now that girl, especially if you give her some good hot dog meat, now she in love with you, she obsessed with you. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like, bro, now you got a whole problem on your hands that you didn't even want. You got a whole situation on your hands that you was not ready for and you did not want. She be hyping Uzi up for real. Yeah, sure, for the racks, I gotta feed fam and be stable. But the thing is, what do you mean racks? What, like some of these people when they answer these questions, they think that the artist is just gonna give them money. Like, what do you mean? Like, why would she just give you money? You think she's just gonna be giving you money, like, bro, like, especially being that she's a woman, like, women are not just giving you bread, like, the way that is kind of expected for men to just give women bread. It's just, that's not what it is. I bet I will go extra miles when I'm in, gotta go deep, like I'm trying to touch ocean surfaces. Like, you could give somebody great pipe, and I still don't think they're about to give you money, like, or you can get somebody great pipe, and like, women are not just gonna give you bread, like, unless she really like your sugar mama or something like that. Like, but these are very seldom situations in life. You know what I'm saying? She was like a Rottweiler. Gosh, that's a little mean. Yeah, for the clout. I mean, hey, he a clout chaser. He let you know. I am chasing the clout. Like, I don't care what you talking about, fam. I'm chasing clout. Talk. I'm chasing clout. No cap. Clout is a hell of a drug. I see. They do anything for clout. Big facts. Y'all got no standards. This world lame. But why do you have to have no standards to date JT? I'm confused. Nope, because I ain't buying no damn Birkin bag for nobody. I ain't mad at you, fam. I ain't doing it either. You know what I'm saying? Like, Birkin bags cost a lot of money. And at the end of the day, it is a bag. Like, I don't put that much. Like, it's a depreciating asset. When you spend stupid amounts of money on depreciating assets, you're stupid. Like, you're dumb. Like, depreciating assets. Why am I about to spend a whole bunch of money on depreciating asset? You know what I'm saying? To make you feel good. Like, bro, there's so many other things that cost way less that you, like, there's other dope bags that cost way less, but it's just the fact that it's a Birkin, that you really doing it for the name. You're really doing it so that when you go outside, people know you have a Birkin bag. It's disgusting. Like, I'm not feeding into your materialistic habits. You know what I'm saying? I buy girl stuff, though. Don't get it messed up. I do buy girl stuff, but I'm not finna buy you no damn Birkin bag for what? Hella expensive depreciating asset. If you like want that, to me, you don't value money and you don't value your own money. And I like the type of girls that be like that let other girls know, if you not able to pay for something, don't ask for it. If you can't buy it yourself, don't ask for it. And that's a rule of thumb. Don't date no girls that ask you for things they can't pay for. Rule of thumb. Date no, F yes. Okay. I put yes, then Googled and had to come back to put no. I'm crying. That's kind of funny. The other one is better. I don't remember her name. Carisha? Young Miami. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call you by your real name. That's what Kodak be calling you, bro. Kodak be calling you Carisha in his songs. So I know your real name just because of that. You know, absolutely not. I like keeping money, so no. I mean, at some point Chino Fap a lot. All right, your name makes sense. I was about to say something, but honestly, your name makes sense. Your name is Chino Fap a lot. So I was gonna say, if you get a girl, bro, at some point you're gonna have to pay for something. If you get a girl, with a girl, bro, you may not have to pay for things all the time, but you're going to have to pay for something at some point. So, you know, but you fap a lot. So, being that you fap a lot, maybe your interactions with women and vaginas are very minuscule. She looks like a bulldog. I don't really date black girls. I mean, hey, you're missing out. But honestly, I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't do it for a little bit too. And I don't really feel like getting into it right now. But I did take a break at one point from dating black girls as well. But I'm black, so I can do what I want. IDK what it is, but every time I come to see the results of the poll, it's always the incorrect response that wins, and it's only with polls done with EBN. Wow, you on my dick. There ain't no incorrect answer. It's all preference in this term. Facts. Alex Lamas, you on my dick. Hope you watch this. Smash, yeah. Date, Miami, no. Hey, you know what I'm saying? At least y'all be honest over here. Almost 7K votes. Make sure y'all stay tuned to the community tab at all times. We always got posts going off in the damn community tab. You know what I'm saying? Let's see this one real quick. Who went in 2v2? Quavo. Damn, we got 1.1K votes on this already. Chris Brown and Untitled Chapter, or Quavo and Jack Harlow, who went in 2v2. I'm certain there's nobody in the music industry that can guard Chris Brown. Chris Brown is nice at basketball, I ain't gonna lie. Chris Brown knows karate. That's not what we're talking about. Never seen Jack hoop, but I know everybody else can hoop. Bro, Jack is dog water. This point even fair. Should have been Quavo and Dirk versus Chris Brown and NLE. Touche. Where are we talking, guns or basketball? Put the guns down. Put the guns down. Pick the money up. You know what I'm saying? In a fighter basketball match, basketball, I think boom boom pow. No, I'm not out here talking about shooting people. Let's put the guns down. Pick the basketballs up. Brisk Breezy versus all trio y'all. All trio y'all. Are you comparing the team's looks or their criminal records? I love to do these like open-ended questions because some people know I'm talking about basketball and some people don't. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. But ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for today's stream. We went through a lot, but I'm gonna be back tomorrow, and we're gonna touch on the Drake Michael Jackson conversation tomorrow, and talk about some other stuff as well. Cause I'm back every day. I'm making my time wisely, making use of my time, and I got at least give y'all some time. Whoever wants to come to the live stream or check out the clips afterwards, I want to give y'all time to be able to be in the chat and to interact and check out the experience live. You know what I'm saying? But either way, there will be clips obviously of the live stream up on the EBM Music Media YouTube. So, love y'all guys. Make sure y'all keep tuning in. My name is Taylor Jazz, and you are watching